The doors of the quiche is open. The doors of the quiche is open. Come on in. Come on in. Get to know each other, fellowship with each other, and love on each other. Guys, I hope that you are having a fantastic Saturday. And I just jumped on here right quick because my second gift that I was telling you, it was huge. Yes, I was like, eh! My second gift have come in. I didn't scratch out any addresses, so I won't put it in camera. But just to give you a little insight on this second gift, um, I'm in a group regarding dentures, and there was a question that was proposed that said, "What does heel heels and dentures have in common?" And when everybody answered, whoever got the most likes or the most loves won the gift. So, yay me, because I love winning whenever I do win, but I'm not a sore loser either. So if I don't win, I'm not down in the dumps or anything. But I did, and I won, and she took my information and she showed me what she was sending me. Now I have to be honest. If you're just checking in, hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hey, hey, hey. I'm just talking about my but back to what I was saying. She showed on the actual social media platform the gift that I was getting. And I was like, okay, because I'm very appreciative. And when I saw it, I have to be honest, I did not know what it was. So she asked me for my address, which I'm very leery on sending my address out, guys, when it comes to computer waves. I do not pay my bills on the internet. I don't put any personal in debt information inside the internet. But I guess when you think about it, I'm putting my face on here, like on YouTube. I don't know. I'm like wishy washy and kind of weird when it comes to. But anyhow, I gave it to her, and she showed what it was, and I had no idea what it is. I got the gift, and I didn't open it right away. I think I got the gift on July the 2nd. And what was weird is I'm going to get my phone and read the message that she sent me. And guys, I want to tell you, I'll read the message first, because I think that every meeting is divine. I think anything and everything that happened is not by accident. So today, she just actually sent me this message today, and what she said was, and I really don't want to show you guys the picture because her name is in there and I want to be respectful of other people. But she said, "Oh my, I just had a panic attack." Now, when she said that, I want to let you guys know that a lot of times when we are on these computers, although it may not be us in particular, there are a lot of people behind these keyboards that are suffering from a lot of things. They're suffering from anxiety. They're suffering from depression. They're suffering from a lot of medical conditions, etc., where they do not get out amongst people or be out and about like regular people. So, um, yeah, I just want to make note of that. Like, you know, I'm in realization that a lot of people don't get out, for whatever reason. So she was like, "I just had a panic attack." The name of that piece, and what she mean by that piece is she's a quilter. And when she do go out, she only goes out um, to her quilting group. Now, I didn't find this information out until today. That's why I said I don't think anything happened by mistake. She said the name of that piece is called Her Black Heart Bled. Now, she did mention this when I won it, but I wasn't really just thinking too much of it. I was like, okay, you name the gift. I mean, that's cool, that's fine. I mean, that's your thing. And there's actually a little piece of history behind the gift that she sent me. She said, the I guess when you're a quilter, if I get anybody on here that is in a quilting group, I have a quilting group at my church. But because I guess maybe because I don't have an interest in that yet, or I'm not old enough to, not really just per se old enough, but haven't got to that age where I want to explore and experience quilting. I don't know anything about it. So obviously, she was like, the guidelines for this particular patch, which the gift, I haven't even opened the gift. Let me show you guys. I can show y'all that. I haven't even, I'm going to open it. Y'all know I like opening stuff with y'all. But she was like, the guidelines in this particular quilt, this, let me see how I can explain it. This piece of quilt that she sent it by accident. It was not intended to be sent to me, but I guess it was because the universe made it that way. But she anyhow, the guidelines on the piece of quilt that she sent to me by accident, she wanted to send another piece of quilt to me, were to use the heart shape to express an emotion which was not normally associated with it. Let me read that again. The guidelines of the piece of quilt were to use the heart shape to express an emotion which was not normally associated with it. Okay. And then she goes on to say, I meant it to mean that even people that don't show emotions hurt and cry. And when I heard that, I kind of affiliated with that because I know a lot of times I'm affiliated with a lot of people that are tough, a lot of people that are self-sufficient, a lot of people that are headstrong, a lot of people that are heartstrong, a lot of people that push their way through life regardless of what's going on. So when she said, I meant it to mean that even people that don't show emotions, hurt and cry, we all have a sensitive side to us. We all have a side of us that hurt. We all have a side of us that experience any type of emotional distress, such as um, sadness or when we don't meet expectations or when we don't meet a goal or when we wish things were one way or the other, so one way or the other. So I understood it when she said people that don't show emotions still hurt and cry. And then I sent her a message back and I told her, I was like, I was telling her how I can relate to that. Mind you guys, I've never met her ever, ever, ever besides on the computer. And she's from Maine. I'm in Texas and she is in Maine. And that's another thing that I wanted to point out is a lot of times it there can be connections through this whole internet thing. If you're joining me, hello. Hope you're having a happy Saturday. Thank you for taking this time out to spend with me. But there's a lot of times when we have connections through here that we don't even know that's going to happen. There's a lot of times that we can be here for each other and we don't even know it. There's a lot of times that we may need each other. It's people around us. I've met a lot of people that said they can be in a room with 1,000 people and still feel lonely. I meet a lot of people that say they can be in a room with their family and still feel depressed. I meet a lot of people that say they can still feel be around friends um, and still don't feel love. So when we're dealing with this computer, a lot of times when we're interacting with each other, you never know what impact that you are making on one another. So she said it was a reminder to me to be kind to others as I do not know their story. And that's something that I'm an advocate of. You never know. And I think I've said this on video after video after video. You never know what's going on behind people's closed doors. You never know what's going on in people's hearts. You never know what's going on with people's minds. And I think that at all times we need to be considerate and we need to be passionate and we need to show empathy and we need to show sympathy because at one point we're going to need those same things. So, nevertheless, I'm about to open the gift. I just wanted to give you guys a brief history or a brief explanation on this particular gift that's I'm about to open. I'm excited. If you guys watch my last video, I'm very humble, and when things come my way, I think they come to my way for they come my way for a reason, and I'm appreciative, and I am very humble, and I don't take anything for granted. So let's see. I won't show the front because her address is on there, my address is on there, and I just don't want to. Y'all look, I'm like trying to hide the addresses is the only reason. It's called her. I'm gonna tell you the name again. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for taking a minute or two out your day to spend with me to open up this gift. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Oh, see what's in there. There's the wrapping. And before we unwrap the gift again, I'm going to tell you guys the name. It is a quilt piece. Now, I don't know much about quilting, but I think it's a beautiful thing. I think that people that do it are wonderful. I think it's starting to become what do you call it? Like non-existent. There's not a lot of people. Most of the quilting that happens, not to say that you have to be elderly, but a lot of quilting that happens is amongst our elderly community. I do not quilt, but that does not mean that this does not mean a lot to me, and I'm going to try to find some type of way to um, implemented it in my life. If you guys have any suggestions on what I can do with a quilt piece, that would be awesome. But the name of this quilt square is Black Heart Bled. Black Heart Bled. I'm gonna try to get it close up to you guys. Guys, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm totally honest. I don't know if I may even have it in the wrong direction. I'm big on smells. It smell like elder. If anybody know what elder mean, it has a or what an elder smells like. It's nothing bad. It's just elderly, a elderly smell. This is pretty. It's like a chain. Anybody recognize this? That'll be awesome. It's like red buttons. Everything looked like it was sewn, hand sewn. This type of stuff is precious to me. That means somebody sit down and they took their time and put all of their heart. Okay, she even personalized it. You guys see that? Her black heart bled. Then she has her name and she has the year on there. like it's a woman, like there's a woman in the front, and then there's those buttons. Those buttons are sewn on. Everything is sewn. It's very thick quality material. There's nothing cheap about it. Um, it's beautiful. It is beautiful, and it was a gift to me. And I love what it means. I love what it stands for. Um, and I just hope at this very moment when this particular lady was sewing this, she had love in her heart, she had peace in her heart. She loved everybody. I hope there was no evil in her heart, no hatred, which I don't believe. I'm just hoping because anything that comes past my threshold, as far as my home, as far as people, as far as spirits, as far as whatever, I always speak blessing over it and speak peace over it before it even enters. Anything that I rebuke or I don't accept anything to come over my doorstep that may have any type of negative energy, any type of bad energy, anything that may be a way to enter to attack me or my spirit or my family. So this made it through the threshold. This made it through my doorstep, and it's very beautiful. I don't know quite yet what I'm gonna do with it. If you guys have any suggestions, that'll be great. Trying to get it close to where you can see some detail. Those look like they may be buttons. Like that's a lady. And it's a quilt piece, guys. It's a quilt square. And I guess in the quilting industry, or depending on what quilting group you're in, I don't know. But this one is called Her Black Heart Bled. And that's the name of the person. I speak peace and prosperity in her life. I speak good things into her home, into her family, into her heart. She is a denture wearer. I do want to let you guys know that. Um, and I wish her nothing but luck. I wish the quilting group that she's in um, everything and more than they ever desired. I pray that every quilt that they make um, is made with love, and any quilt, wherever the quilts are going, they receive it with love, and it brings life and abundance and peace into their home. So that's it. That's my second gift. I'm very excited. I do not know what I'm going to do with this yet. I don't know. But like I said, I'm open to any ideas. If there's anybody that come through here that's a quilter or that quilts, because I've never quilted in my life. I do have a quilting church group, a group in my church that do quilt. I'm going to take this to them, and I'm going to ask them the same thing I'm asking you guys. Like, because if it's a quilt piece, I'm kind of wondering, like, this little chain, like, maybe this goes at the very end of the blanket to where this can hang on the quilt, rather. I'm unsure. So let me make sure that was all. Yes, that was all inside the gift. I just wanted to share this moment with you guys. Thank you so much for following me. Um, for you guys that's just coming through watching the video, if you could press subscribe, like, and share. I'm just um, I'm just a gal of many topics. I come on here whenever I have the opportunity, and I share with you guys the things that are most precious and dear to my heart. It's a Saturday. I haven't really been doing much. I did my hair. Y'all like it? It's a little new style. Just kind of twisted it up. I am going to go have dinner. Right, I'm having tuna salad, and I work in the morning. So, for those that have took the time out to spend time with me, I appreciate it. I thank you so much. I hope that you have had a wonderful day. I love y'all. Take care, and I will see you the next time I can. I'm going to close the doors of the quiche. Peace out.